Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't know, 80% of the debt has been recovered. That's right, just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, then. So I take it it's the... Yep, no. The yellows. All right, it's like the yellows and what? Did I lose like a single white? Or did I lose another? That wouldn't make any sense. How would I have done that? Yeah, it was a single white that I lost. All right. Oh, because I filled up that last one with another yellow. That makes sense. All right, then. Let's just see if I could maybe, you never know, it's worth a try, at the very least, to go over yonder and see if we can maybe take care of that there electric fence that we don't saw ourselves and would rather not deal with if at all possible, you know? Or rather, do deal with is actually the terms that I should have probably went with, but I ain't too good at the word speaky, as you might have noticed. Alright, everybody, crack open the eggs, as you do, and drink in the mighty nectar! There we go. Also, yep, that's the flag telling us that we finished that place. I thought it might have been a treasure in of itself. It was not. It was not. Alright, so here is the song and dance number of which I do not know the choreography. Let's go ahead and make sure that Louie is at least watching over the other Pikmin, if nothing else. Alright, let me take a quick look-see-loos around these here parts. It's looking like... Yeah... No... Interesting. What exactly would the benefit of this be, I have to ask? Why would I want to build a bridge to be able to get over here? Okay, well, I mean, there's that, and that's cool and everything, but, like, not exactly 100%, like, necessary or needed in any regard. So, there's a single treasure, really, over on the other side of this electric fence, but how am I supposed to deal with it with all this here water in the way? That's the real conundrum. Interesting. Alright, well, we got this big ol' honkin' wall over here. Can knock that thing down. That seems like a pretty good idea. Not exactly prepared to do so, though. That's a bit of an issue. It'd be. Alright, then. I'm gonna wager the odds of us being able to go back, grab a bunch of blue Pikmin, and come back are pretty low. But I've decided to make the attempt anyway, and you can't stop me. Or at the very least, I don't know, maybe we'll luck out and be able to at least do a little bit of damage to the wall. Finish it up the next day, perhaps? Who's to say? Not I. Not I at all. That's for certain. Alright, well, let's not worry about that electrical fence right now at all for the time being. Let's just do ourselves that tiny favor. Put everybody else away, because I'm going to need exclusively the blue Pikmins for this. Assuming I can get them over there. Alright, all y'alls, come on. Hop inside the ship. There you go. And hey, look at that! We actually did manage to collect enough stuff to have 100 blue Pikmin. Nice. Although the greater majority of these guys are going to be leaf Pikmin, which means they're going to be moving slower, which means probably problems for me, let's be real. But we're going to try. Alright, let's go. Kick those tiny little legs, fellows. I would like to, at the very bare minimum, could we maybe kill the monsters that are hanging out around the area that we want to break down? That would at least speed up the process of being able to do it on the next day. Aye. Well, this place is the perplexing pool. The odds of this being something, you know, the blue Pikmin were really needed for were always really high. Okay, there we go. It's not all of you, but it was a good amount of you. So, more of you are flowery Pikmin now, so that's good. Alright, get over here, Olimur. Polymer, as you are sometimes known. Alright, and then we've got you. We'll just get rid of you. There we go. Alright. And then, I guess the Wollywog has decided that it doesn't really feel like messing with us right now. I believe you'll see, from me, on a personal level, that I'm okay with that. Apparently, that is a rather sturdy wall. Alright then, well, this is probably what we're gonna be spending the rest of our time doing. Oh well, sometimes it be like that. So do you guys, like, eat ice cubes? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like go to your freezer and get an ice cube and, like chew on it. Is that normal? Because I was doing that before I started recording. And, I thought to myself, hey, I've been doing this all my life. Is it weird? I don't know. Just trying to make some conversation, I suppose. You guys doing okay out there? I sure hope so. That's what these videos are for, is to hopefully make you guys feel a little bit better and happier for a little bit of time, you know, with watching the silly man do his silly nonsense on the YouTubes. You guys have a lot of options out there. There's about a bajillion people on the YouTubes doing this stuff, so, you know, I really appreciate each and every one of you who actually decides to come to me, of all people. All right, come on, guys. Once it hits 1, I have to hit whistle. All right. All right. We were not about to take a risk with that one. All right, we'll finish up the wall tomorrow. I can't blame the blue Pikmin. I should have thought ahead. This is on me, not them. All right. And I mean, it's not like we can call this a, you know, an extraordinarily inefficient and bad day by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, we got an entire dungeon done. We made a big pile of the monies. So, you know, it's all good. It's all well and good in the hood. My. Not nearly as much food as I actually would have expected from the Glutton's Kitchen, but still a decent amount. We should have come away with a net positive on the Pikmin. Yeah. We lost some still, yes, but regardless. Olimar, you'll soon be promoted to a manager. Only a small bit of debt remains. You've done great. As have I. No one dodges debt collectors like I do. I'm a pro. Well, good for you, my fellow. Good for you. Far be it from me to criticize your technique, as you clearly and apparently seem to, I guess, you know, still have your kneecaps. So, seems like a safe bet. All right, let's take a look at any and all of the new enemies we done found. Oh, Lord. Really? That was the first time we fought a spotty bull bear? Okay. I could have sworn that was not, in fact, the first time. I guess maybe I just got confused with this horrifying monstrosity. All right, the spotty bull bear, whatever. A mid-sized subspecies within the grub dog family. Yeah, mid-sized, yeah, I guess that makes sense. The spotty bull bear's unique feeding habits set it apart from other grub dogs. The spotty bull bear patrols a set path searching for prey. Instead of, you know, just standing around or sleeping all the time, it actually goes around in a big circle, which is why it managed to get the jump on me. Instead of passively feeding on creatures that wander into a limited territorial range, when entering the bull bear habitat, it is wise to proceed with extreme caution until the bull bear's patrol path can be clearly identified. And then we've got the imitator. A grub dog larva at its 3rd stage of development. This creature's body structure is nearing maturation. However, unlike mature bull bears, it has yet to claim its own patrol route. Wait, this actually... Is that grub dog? Oh, this actually is a younger bull bear. That's crazy. However, unlike mature bull bears, it has yet to claim its own patrol route, and thus it's dependent upon its parent for guarding directions, hence why they are also wandering around with them. Puffy Blowhog! This species of blowhog uses internally generated hydrogen to inflate a flotation bladder and hover above the ground. The creature's electrified pulse creates a sash of color that flows along the surface of its body, making it a particularly beautiful blowhog species. Precisely how it is able to internally stabilize its highly explosive hydrogen and simultaneously generate electricity remains a mystery. It normally would usually spell an explosion. The Puffy Blowhog blows leaves and grass around to eat the insects underneath. It maintains mid-air buoyancy by using its fins and releasing air through blowholes. This enables it to float effortlessly, even in the breeze. In times of danger, the Puffy Blowhog can decompress its flotation bladder for a rapid escape from predators. And when it dies, it just turns straight up, deflates like a balloon. So that's a thing. Breadbug! The adult breadbug competes for many of the same food sources as Pikmin, but its thick-skinned hide allows it to withstand most Pikmin group attacks. However, some research claim to have observed breadbugs being overwhelmed by massive numbers of Pikmin and reduced to food. Morbid. A shoot! No one knows what the heck it is. This is a young shoot of some kind, but what kind of tree species does it belong to? What shape will it take when it matures and grows to full height? Unfortunately, we are only able to obtain information from our portable scanners on a select few of the countless number of species we've encountered, but even if our expedition yields only brief observation on the life we encounter, it will still provide a better understanding of this bizarre plant. You can also kind of tell the order in which the game expects you to run into the bosses. Yeah, this thing was supposed to come a little bit later. Well, you got though. The giant breadbug! This gargantuan species of the greater breadbug family has a torso so perfectly square that it almost seems like it was formed in a mold. For a brief period after birth, the giant breadbug competes for food with smaller breadbugs, but until reaching maturity, it seeks out much larger prey. This is the primary reason that two species with similar feeding habits can coexist in the same habitat. Hordes of Pikmin appear to pose the only plausible threat to this massive creature's life. Ain't that just super duper convenient? Whoop. You've collected the Gourmet series. These classy flavors will delight the snootiest gourmand. Ain't that something? Alright then, well, let's take a look at all that stuff. I never expected to find such a delectable cut of meat deep in this dark and slimy cavern. What kind of a cavern is stocked with savory deli meat? Also, I guess Hokatatians have not only meat, but deli meat. This riddle perplexes me, but I'm sure my unrivaled powers of investigation will prevail. I've been in my personal quest to solve all of the universe's ancient mysteries. That is ambitious. We struggled with a titanic breadbug for this treasure, but we finally prevailed. That huge creature had a habit of dragging away treasures and hoarding them in its den. I wonder if there's a way to use these creatures to aid my treasure-seeking mission. On second thought, if that's a bad idea, Pikmin are the only creatures I can really rely on. It's true, never think otherwise. Think you can eat it all? Then start eating. That is the goal this giant piece of meat incites. It has just the right texture and a thick slab of fat that will make all gourmets, epicures, kings of the table, and queens of the buffet howl with delight, or so I have assessed. The consistency of this half-cooked yolk says, good. It is packed with nutrients, too. I can sell it, but I have never eaten it. I am unable to eat it, not even a nibble, for I am Rubbit. All things hunger for meat, correct? Well, I personally don't, because vegetarian, but whatever. Listen to the inner beast. Eat, eat, eat. Very weird. Very, very weird, weird, weird. This will satisfy any sweet tooth. It belongs with savory softness that fills the mouth with fluffs of flavor and finally overwhelms with a river of sweetness. It is a three-pronged tongue assault. Whoopsie doodles. In the modern world of artificial foods, all things taste the same, despite your dear tongue buds. If that describes you, then this is for you. It is flavor and the balm to heal your wounded soul. I am a man with an indomitable will, but I can't stop sampling this luscious food. Such an attractive shape, appetizing color, scrumptious smell. I'm getting hungry already. And yet the donut. I've toiled long and hard to collect all of these tasty treats. Surely it won't matter if I bring one back for my daughter as a souvenir. She loves snacks. You want to give her this whole-ass donut? Dear Lord, she'll be fed for months. What a monumentous discovery. I found an amazing cavern that burrows deep below the perplexing pool. The ground was littered with enticing snacks. I've named this scrumptious cavern the Glutton's Kitchen. It was obviously once a shrine to the culinary gods. Clearly. All this non-stop exploration has worn me out. I'm constantly battling bouts of fatigue. Thankfully, a quick sniff of this item's invigorating odor instantly wakes me up. This zesty scent also fills with an irresistible urge to fight. This treasure must be owned by an ex-ancient warrior. Is the implication that it was a cup full of coffee at one point? And I found this object squirreled away in the underground complex. Some of these structures demonstrate a high degree of culture. I surmise that each building must have been designed by an artist of great renown. This pink painting rod reinforces my hunch that this civilization appreciated fine art. My taste in music is highly refined, but my wife and kids have no taste at all. For example, when I ask my family if they want to go out for karaoke, they twist their faces and give me a nasty look. They don't know what they're missing. I believe the implication is that you're not good at singing, Olimar, given your husky voice. Actually, I find that hard to believe. I'd like to hear it for myself. With the help of my Pikmin, I've been able to widen the radius of my salvage search. The new areas that have opened up to exploration are far more dangerous. Just to be safe, I'd better review Pikmin traits and characteristics. Press X to dismiss your Pikmin and separate into color groups. Press A to pick and hold them and throw them around. You can use the D-pad to do that thing. Don't know why they felt the need to do that. Utilizing the unique abilities of the yellow Pikmin, we breached the electrical gate. This allowed us access to a previously uncharted subterranean wooden structure. The last time I was here, I never noticed their capacity to dissipate electrical charges. Thanks for pointing out the fact that they couldn't do that in the first game. Perhaps they have other undocumented behaviors and abilities. Perhaps. Today, we found the remains of a wooden construction engine buried deep under the surface. I can't imagine anyone on this uncivilized planet inventing anything. I'll have to wait until later to finish surveying this maze, but this place intrigues me. There may be something interesting to learn about this primitive object. Perhaps so, perhaps so. When people study mysterious objects, they tend to overthink everything and get easily stumped. For example, this is just a lid. Or is it? When you grow up and get a job, your time doesn't belong to you anymore. To make up for that, you have to learn to appreciate the simple pleasures of life. Looking at this pattern we found today makes me feel a little less miserable. This is today's simple pleasure. Not feeling absurdly miserable. That's what we're going with. This is yet another object I've recently discovered that is beyond my wildest dreams. It doesn't conduct electricity, and it can erase marks left by pencils with remarkable ease, which implies that Hokatations invented pencils and used them, but not erasers. Sadly, the more you use it, the more it rubs away to oblivion. In a way, it reminds me of my job. Badaboosh! He is busting out all the comparison. Olimar's clever. That's what my brain was trying to do and go for. It didn't work. It didn't work, but I tried, and I'm sorry. Alrighty, once more into the mighty pool. Alright, I'm feeling pretty safe with the idea of just bringing a boatload of the blue Pikmin. Even after we knock over this wall, there's gonna be stuff after that and around it. And that's not even getting into all this area outside of here that's gonna require blue Pikmin exclusively. Yeah, it seems like a good idea to just have these guys for now. In theory, those eggs full of nectar should have returned, and boy howdy, that would sure be swell. I don't suppose those sheer grubs have also revived already. Does not appear so. So that's good, that's good. Interestingly enough, it doesn't look like that old melty face man is actually around. I wonder if that takes longer to respawn. If so, we should definitely take advantage of that fact and take care of business here and now. Aha! Yon nectar eggs have returned to us. Very delightful. Good lord, you guys are not very swift. All right, that's okay. We're going to make it work. Wait, what the? Okay, apparently one of those things was for Olimar. All right, well, that's not all of you, but it's the majority. And you know what? The majority is better than the minority, I guess. Then again, the minority of the Pikmin are also valid and very useful. Interesting that that enemy of all things would come back. All right. For a brief moment, it sure did look like that Wollywog was interested in murdering us, but then it decided not to. All right, if you'd be so kind as to be the dead, thank you. All right, now I see, yeah, I see one of you. I see yous over there, you no good Nick. All right. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Or yes, you do, I guess. All right, cool. I messed that one up pretty bad. All right, let's try again, I guess. If either of you would like to maybe jump out of your hidey hole for me, that'd be pretty great. Please don't make me sacrifice my Pikmin. Thank you. Oh god, it already was sacrificed. Murder it! Murder it! Murder it, guys! Why? Why are you so bad at murdering? I don't understand. I'm trying so hard to get this thing to be murdered. There. Attack the butt! Attack the butt! Attack the butt! No one ever attacks the butt! Why do you never attack the butt? God damn it! I don't understand. I've killed these things before, and now I've lost 4 Pikmin already to this. I hate you creatures deeply and without regrets or hesitation. Okay. Pop back out, pop back out, pop back out, pop back out. There we go, okay. That's the problem. The goal is to make sure they don't grab anything. If they don't grab any Pikmin, then they're much more susceptible to being murdered. Good, good, good. All right, now, there we go. And then you spin around like a moron. We attack the ass. I said we attack the ass, and you die. Thank you, thank you. Rest in peace, 4 Pikmin that I idiotically got murdered. You will be avenged and reincarnated! As I murder these fellows! Literally all of these are going to blue Pikmin to compensate for the 4 that have been lost. All right, already lost a couple of our flowers. Annoying. Please fall down, go boom. Thank you. And now be the deaded. All right. Something definitely worth taking note of the fact. It is all too possible. Okay, there is absolutely no way whatsoever that you could ever get any Pikmin other than blue ones over here. Yes? Which means it's a blue Pikmin exclusive area. Surely that is what this implies. Interesting. Deeper section of this hole seemed to be submerged in liquid. Sadly, I am a delicate piece of machinery that is sensitive to water. You two must go alone. Why do you look at me with such scornful expressions? I am an expensive machine, covered in rust. Fine, I'll go, but this wantonly reckless treatment of company property will be reported. Alright, so let me just take a quick look here. No, the Submerged Castle apparently has literally everything in it. Literally all forms of death and destruction can be found in that locale. Most intriguing. Alright, so also... Nope, that's not the zoom button. In every other universe it is, but not this one. I am missing something here. Hello? Lone blue Pikmin that I appear to be not in possession of for whatever reason. Where are you? How could you not be with me? I don't understand. Did you grab something tiny and didn't realize it and go over to this place? No, you didn't. You're just missing. Alright, well, that's the opposite of a good time. Alright, well, the bad news is, and I have many bad news, is that there's a bunch of enemies in the way, so if I tried to bring everything over here and tried to get more blue Pikmin as a result, really wouldn't work out too great. There we go. Swarm on him! Alright, well, he's dead. There we go. But alright, let's try and get rid of literally everything that might try to kill the Pikmin. Okay. Did you guys seriously? I don't even know how you did that. At no point were you guys not under exact, supervision, so I don't know how you managed to make that work. Alright, now we got use. Just try to aim properly. Instant kill them. There we go, there we go. Nope, nope, nope. None of that, none of that. Alright, now get over here, you. Come on. Come on. Belly flop your way on over like a moron. Yep, like so-ish. Like so-ish, but not quite. If you could actually get a little bit closer. Whoa, boy, yep. That is indeed what I was looking for, though. There we go. Alright. And, I mean, since we're over here, I have yet to ascertain what the point of this would be, but I digress. Drink in the nectar! There we go. Whatever the point may or may not be, let's just make this bridge for the sake of it. What? Why is this one being lazy? Beauregard, I swear to God, you are always like this. I do not appreciate it. There we go. I do not know what this bridge is meant to actually use. What? I mean, I could definitely throw Pikmin over. I guess I could bring yellow Pikmin, throw them over there, and then inchworm them over there to break the electric fence, but that is so much work for one piece of treasure. I do not understand. Alright then. As I was already aware of the fact that this was going to be a thing, definitely just going to prevent that from being a thing right out the get-go. And then over yonder, we got a bunch of these dudes. Let's murder them too. No, no, no. I heard way too many Pikmin about to be eaten for that one to be able to fly. Not gonna work with that. Alright, fine. All y'alls that you can, it should, in fact, be a perfectly straight shot right over to the blue onion now. And now we've got these nerds. Could you maybe not with that? Alright, yep, go ahead and take the leaves if you so choose. I will not stop you. I said I will not stop you. Therefore, you should probably go and do it. Go Lord. Alright, so when you consider the fact that dungeon hole we found requires all Pikmin types, then that must mean there's a way to drain the water that I do not remember. We're going to have to more closely inspect that. Really? All of my Pikmin have already... okay, well, not all of them. But a very large amount of them have already been preoccupied by carrying stuff. Didn't really seem like it was all that many. No, 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 no. And of course some of you've died. Great. Alright. For some reason, Pikmin are able to kill things very quickly, except for when they choose to not, I guess. Very frustrating. Alright, well, we've definitely got more than enough blue Pikmin for the rest of the game at this point, I can assure you of that much. Alright, just pluck the ones out, like so. Alright, we'll let the rest of our day be filled with trying to figure out specifically how it is that we might be able to drain the water out of that pool so that we can get our other Pikmin over there and inspect that area. Considering it also wants a little bit of literally everything, I figure it's probably pretty safe to assume it's going to be a monstrously difficult dungeon too. Oh, dear me. The Submerged Castle. Right. Oh, actually, you know what? We know that that's a thing we gotta do. So how about instead of doing it, we go over here instead? Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea a whole bunch, I sure do. Alright. I remember you. Murder this evil thing. Murder it before it murders us. That's the way of nature. Whoa! Alright, well that's a mighty fine how do you do. Alright, you guys, just get to a building. Uh-oh. Hang on. Get off of the top of there. That's a good way to get smooshed, my friend. It may not look like you'd get smooshed, but I assure you, you would get smooshed. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. That'll let us get yellow Pikmin over here to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of, I guess. Also, that's a treasure I just realized, yeah. All right, you guys go ahead and just grab that, bring that on over. There you go. I should actually bring these things over, stop the blue Pikmin from being able to get them, and let the other colors take them. We've got more than enough blues to deal with now, so we just have to make sure that we've got 100 yellows, and we're pretty much set. Hey, get over here, stupid. Yeah, like that, stupid. There you go, stupid. Uh-oh. Yeah, wow. Wollywogs are not anywhere close to as deadly as they once used to be. Very strange, very strange. All right, well, okay, you don't need that many. Sheesh. Greedy, greedy, greedy. All right, now. And they got the treasure. Good on them. Good on them. Dun, 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 dun. The Aquatic Mine. Except it's not explosive, so that's a thing. Man, Wollywogs, I had no idea you guys got so unbelievably nerfed. It's actually kind of sad. Also, it's looking like that one blue Pikmin that vanished from the face of the earth is just going to get left behind, and that's really unfortunate. I was really hoping that was something that was going to happen, but I kind of figured that it probably would. That's almost always a thing that happens. Sometimes, like, a Pikmin will get, like, stuck underneath something, or even fall under the map sometimes. Like, as well put together as this game is, it's not perfect. By no stretch of the imagination is this game perfect. It doesn't get everything right. Some things don't work out too great. All right, now if you guys could just, yeah, seems like a good use of the rest of our time. Let's bring this stuff over to the onions and have other Pikmin colors get them. I mean, you guys can have the blue pellet. It's the blue pellet, and I guess you can have that Wollywog because I can't stop it before you can go over there and do that. So there we go. You can have the pellet. But that Wollywog is going to be a no. These things, those are going to go to the yellows. And also just going to, yep. Everything is going to sort of slide away from you there. That's okay, that's okay. I was kind of worried about the fact that I was missing so many of you guys. There we go, that solves that. All right, let's just kind of do that. Yeah, that'll do, that'll do. Put all the alls away, like so. Then we'll bust out... Thoidia, you guys. Just for the purposes of not having to pluck the Pikmin out. There we go, there we go. And the rest can just be the reds so they can get their thing too. Alrighty then. Alright. Mostly yellows, though. Mostly yellows. Alright, you guys go ahead and take that. And go ahead and take that. The reds, obviously you guys can have this. That enough of you? It is! And once again, the yellows. There you go. All right. Now, up 2, 3, 4 and all that good stuff. Hurry up. Seriously, hurry up. Hurry the actual hell up. Hurry up if you know what's good for you. I swear to God. Come on, come on. Go, go, go. Carry them faster, carry them faster. We don't have all day. There we go. And there we go. Other than that one blue Pikmin that apparently fell outside of existence. Yeah, all right then. Not bad, not bad. This was definitely more of an explore around and bolster numbers type of a Pikmin day. Somewhat unfortunate, but yeah, you know, you do what you can. Some days aren't gonna be extraordinarily productive, but you know, they're necessary. Sometimes it just be that way. Simple as that. And I mean, if I found a treasure, can't say I didn't do nothing. And there we go. That is a considerable buff. All right, not bad at all. Who dares email me? Today, I tried building a small room at the top of a tree. It reminded me of my younger days when I lived in a little shed. Those memories help make this bearable. And now I'm left wondering what exactly that's meant to mean. President, why did you live inside of a shed? Are you okay, good sir? Blink twice if you need help. All right. We encountered new enemies? Really? I'm pretty sure we saw everything we did. Oh, right, the Toady Bloister. The Toady Bloister. This species of creature has yet to fully evolve from shelled mollusk to the more advanced Bloister. Compared to the Bloister, this creature is significantly smaller. The fact that its mandibles do not protrude as significantly as the raging Bloister is due in part to the fact that, like most mollusks, its vital organs are located deep within the creature's carapace. And I believe that would be all that we saw. I've recently noted that changes in this planet's environment happen at a very rapid pace. Compared to how it was when I was here before, the perplexing pool has changed drastically. Due to frequent tectonic shifts, the region appears slightly different each time I enter it. It could be a natural phenomenon, but it's as if I feel the presence of a guiding hand. Maybe it's just my imagination running wild. Oh, no. Literally all things are predestined there, Mr. Olimar. At least for your existence. Perhaps for mine too. Hard to tell. You never know. You really never do. Alright then, well, there's another place we can go to other than the Submerged Castle. Either way, no matter how you look at it, we got a big pile of mysteries that need a solving. So, we can't exactly not go back to the perplexing pool. We gotta keep on keeping on. Eventually, we'll get it all figured out. The majority of the enemies are all dead now, so that's always good. Of course, there are, in fact, a couple more. Yeah, we'll probably just take care of that now. Then we'll have free reign of the place. Okay, well, first and foremost, obviously, Louie, get your goddamn butt over here, you absolute cardunkus. All y'alls, return to me! I should have mostly flowers here. Yep, all right. Oh boy, that's a lot more leaves than I really would be comfortable with. Oh well. That's what happens when you fight the dang blowhogs, I swear. All right, all y'alls, come along now. I saw while we were flying down an entirely separate bridge we're gonna have to knock down. We must tame the wild wilderness, as it were. And thus we have begun another bit of a wait. All right then. And here I am, not even knowing what exactly there is to talk about. How about that there weather that I can't really talk to you guys about unless you lived in the same area as I do, and I guess it's not impossible for that to be the case, but for the majority of you, I'm sure would not be applicable. I mean, I've heard tales. I've heard tales of weather being crazy all over the dang place. So, I hope you're being all safe and taken care of wherever you are, if the weather is indeed rather bad. Currently, weather in my neck of the woods ain't bad. It was pretty bad a few months ago, but, you know. Worked out okay in the end, so No major complaints. I mean, I have a lot of complaints I could be making, but I don't really feel like getting into it. If I'm being perfectly honest with all y'alls, I really would rather not get into that kind of conversation. We're here to play some video games, people. Here to play some video games, people! Running in circles! Louis gets it, and Louis doesn't really get most things. Louis is a fool! Look at him! Look at his doopy face! He doesn't understand anything about anything, but he still understood. Anyway, this really should be broken by now. There we go. Alright, all y'alls get back to me. Return to me so that we may do battle with the Wally Wallywog. Bring it on, you stinky demon! Stinky demon! Come on, you ridiculously nerfed monstrosity! Murder its face! Like so! And there you go. Alright, make sure none of you bother getting any of this stuff. Entirely unnecessary. Do not waste your time. We got this dude. We'll murder his face. There you go. Apparently there is a treasure so ridiculously nearby that it is absurd. What that tells me is that there's probably something that white Pikmin need to dig out? That's my best guess. Most unfortunate if the case. Hey, stop that! There we go. Okay. Luckily, boy, it sure does take them a long time to successfully eat something, doesn't it? And it's looking like that's the type of thing that you can go over once, but not again. Like, we get over that, can we walk over that again? No, we most assuredly cannot. Interesting way of programming this, I must say. Alright then. Oh, for some reason, that thing is back to life. Alright. Unfortunate, that. There we go. If I could have a solid 100 blue Pikmin all with the flowers, that'd be absolutely wonderful. So please continue to uproot the grass. We've only got a couple more of these. But I also don't want to spend all my time doing this. So, okay, I guess no. The answer is no. The answer was always no. Most unfortunate. Alright, then fine. Well, let's just preemptively murder this thing. Let's just murder the monster and murder the monster and murder the monster, and I'm missing so much. Come on! Yeah, come on! Stop missing me! Murder the monster! Oh god, no! What the why? Why is life so hard? So because I missed a whole bunch, they ended up swarming around it like idiots. Alright, cool. Die. I can barely see my targeting reticule thing while it's underwater. Okay, could you just be dead already, for the love of God? Thank you. God, that is a resoundingly large amount of things. Alright, well. Lose 6 blue Pikmin, gain like friggin' 50. Alright, sure. We have to head back over to the ship anyway. Apparently, I'm gonna need yellow Pikmin, and I'm going to have to get them all the way over there. Are you actually serious? Alright, fine. If that's the way that I gots to goes and do's, then that's the ways I wills I woos. Of that I assure. But also, I don't want to waste time plucking them out of the ground, so there you go. Bring all of your various doodads, your strange energy pellets. Lordy only knows what that's all about. I sure as all heckin' don't. Get it all observed. There we go. We were at 520, and now we're at... What are we at? 565. Wow. All right. Yeah, well, no, we're good for the blue Pikmin. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, if anything, we might actually have more than we'll ever need. Which is actually probably the best thing that you could have. All right, so... This is going to be an adventure and a half. All right. I'm going to take you guys. All y'alls, come on now. Come on now. I know it's really fun to fireman pull down those things, but we have more important things to do. We don't want to deal with that right now, my tiny friends. Alright, so what is the smart way of going about this, I wonder? Could it be just bring a small number of them with me, like so? Okay, well that worked. It sure looked like you guys were about to fall down, go Kersplat, but then you didn't. Also, yep, there, in fact, indeed, is the final dungeon. Alright then. Perhaps it is not the most effective method, or the best for, you know, time management purposes. But I have chosen to do this, and I shall. So, na-na. Just slowly, but surely, just kind of. Alright. Just do your best, little dudes. Just do your best and not fall off. Just do your best and not fall off. Just do your best and not fall off. And they didn't fall off. Alright. Alright, okay, alright, okay. There we go. That's at least, I think, 21 of them working really hard at that, so that's good. That is always and forever a real good thing. I feel like that's too many. I feel like that's too many. I shouldn't be greedy. I was able to bring like 11 over, then let's just assume that I can do that again. I feel like one false move and I completely mess this whole thing up. Alright, there we go. Little dudes are making progress. Thankfully, of all the things in this game that can respawn or regress and be forced to have to do again, this isn't one of them. However, I have a bit of a different worry about this whole thing, if I'm being entirely honest with all of you. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I say as I literally cross bridges. The thing is, I'm gonna have to get like an entire squad of Pikmin over here. I'm relatively positive that once I get my blue Pikmin over here to, you know, dig up that hole and what have you, yeah, it's gonna drain it, but that's not gonna do anything about the areas around. I'm gonna have to definitely go through that tiny little narrow passageway and just hope that that works. Most unfortunate that be, I swear. Alright, well, all y'all just go ahead and do that, and just bust out the rest of the blues for this one. Should be enough to not get any of the leaves. And there we go. And alright, let's make sure that Olimar is watching over them. There we go. And now Louis shall attempt to get something done with his existence. We are about to find out. I don't suppose it would... would it be too much to ask if perhaps, it would just really want a bunch of blue Pikmin and nothing else?
引っこ抜かれてあなただけについてゆく今日も運ぶ戦う増えるそして食べられる